I, 30F, have a husband, 34M, that keeps sneaking out in the middle of the night. For basically as long as I can remember, I've gotten up at around 4 a.m. to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. That's just how my body is. Lately, when I do so, I cannot find my husband in bed. In fact, I can't find him anywhere. It seems that he is sneaking out in the middle of the night. My husband experiences pretty bad insomnia, and sometimes, on really bad nights, I would find him in the living room watching TV or playing a video game. Now, for the last month or so, he has been sneaking out every other night. I'm trying not to let it bother me, but I'm starting to get really annoyed and worried about where he's going. It is kind of a strange hour to leave the house, so I wonder what he is up to. A few nights ago, I woke up at 4 a.m. and decided to stay awake until he got back home. When he finally came home at around 6 a.m., I was pretty cranky and annoyed and asked him where he had been. He told me not to worry about it and said that we should get back to sleep. I wasn't going to let it go, however, and kept pushing for him to say something. He eventually told me that he just goes out for a walk now and then, but I wasn't satisfied with that answer, as it seemed like he was lying. I kept asking, but the conversation kept going back to him, just taking walks to burn energy or to clear his head when he felt like he couldn't sleep. By the time it got to 7 a.m., I decided to drop it, as I had to be up in an hour to go to work. Now, a few days passed by without anything strange until last night. I once again got up at 4 a.m., went to the bathroom, and noticed that my husband was gone once again. I couldn't find him anywhere in the house, so I decided I would stay awake and try to confront him in a final effort to find out what is going on. He got home at 5:45 and simply said he was very tired and ran off to his bed, all without saying a single word to me. This was the limit for me, and I went to the bed, took my pillow and blanket, and came to the couch. Here I am currently writing my story. He is currently snoring loudly, so I guess his walk worked. I'm not sure what to do now. I'm exhausted, and I honestly just want to know the truth. Should I just confront him? I'm not big on confrontation, but at the same time, I really want to know what's going on. Update. I wanted to provide you with an update. Apologies for taking so long, but my life has been a whirlwind for the past 8 months. I haven't been in the best mental state as of late. So, about 2 months ago, a police car pulled up to my house, and 2 police officers knocked on my door. They told me they were there to do a wellness check on my husband, because his girlfriend hadn't heard from him in 3 days, and was worried about him. The officers asked me if I was his sister, or what my relationship to him was. Shocked, I told them that I was his wife, and beyond that I can't even remember what I said. I just remember them leaving, and me closing the door and crying. He was at work at the time, and when he got home, I told him about the police visit. At that point, he knew he had to come clean, and he told me everything. So yeah, I found out he had been cheating on me with an ex-coworker of his. But not only did he cheat, he had also been supporting her and her 2 kids, because she couldn't hold down a job, and he didn't want them to end up homeless. The reason why she couldn't hold down a job is because she was or is into drugs, and would go on week-long trips where she just wouldn't show up to work. He told me that about a year ago, she called him out of the blue and cried to him saying that she was about to lose her apartment. Her husband was cheating on her and had vanished, leaving her with all the bills that had to be paid. She told my husband that if she didn't get help, her 2 kids would not be able to get food or new stuff for their school. He said that at first, it was just financially supporting her and her kids. But everything changed when they started doing drugs together, and that's when things escalated. The reason the police officers had shown up was because he had cut things off with her 3 days ago. That's why they were doing a wellness check. At this point, I asked him if that was where he was going when he was sneaking out, and he said yes, for the most part. He also said that he would often just go on a walk or drive around sometimes, but at times did visit her. Now you might wonder how I didn't notice that a lot of money went missing. Well, we have separate bank accounts. He pays for his bills and I pay for mine, and our joint bills come out of my account, and he pays me back half of these bills afterwards. During this whole time, he had never stopped paying me or seemed in money issues, so I never had a reason to think anything was wrong regarding financials. This all has left me so emotionally numb for these past 2 months, and he keeps reaching out to me, begging for me to make a decision about our relationship. I just feel that I have no energy to be thinking about the future right now. All of my friends and family are telling me to get a divorce, but everything had been great up until 8 months ago. Our lives are so intertwined, and it makes me so scared to go on without him. For now, I have decided to make an appointment for couples therapy, so I guess I will see how that goes. If I have a further update in the future, I will let you know. But for now, goodbye.